How can different Christian denominations collaborate together if they don't agree on theology? What should Christians do to conserve and promote values in society? Where do Christian leaders who are open for constructive dialogue meet? The Springtime of Faith Foundation was created to give answers to these questions and to provide opportunities to gather Christian leaders from different parts of society in one place. Thomas Wykes is the leader of the foundation. He spoke with EWTN about the annual Rome Summit, which was held at the Pontifical Augustinianum University from November the 3rd to the 6th.
It's very, very helpful for us to get together once a year and say, you know, how does dialogue work where you are? This afternoon we had a period of time where leaders talked about signs of spring in their geographical region. And they actually talked about where Catholics and Protestants come together to work in the pro-life movement, or Catholics and Protestants come together to serve the poor, or Catholics and Protestants have found cooperative theological discussions. Maybe they couldn't do something heavy theologically, but they could pray together for some special intention together.
The Springtime of Faith Foundation extends the opportunity to 30 to 40 international Catholic and Christian leaders to participate in its Rome Summit each year. As a result, many great initiatives are shared and many new relationships are made among the participants. We'd like to introduce you to a couple of them. Olivier Fleury came to the annual Roman Summit to speak about the JC2033 project. The Jesus Celebration 2033 is an initiative to celebrate within all of Christianity the 2,000-year anniversary of the resurrection of Christ.
Imagine all nations celebrating Jesus around the world. Imagine our neighbors touched by the love of Christ. Join us for the Jesus Celebration 2033.
Cry of Jesus' heart just when he left was, be witness of what I have just done. So it is not for professional to speak about Jesus. I think it is for all Christians. If you have Christ within us, if I do have Christ within me, that needs to come out in a verbal form, in an act form. And that's why I love Pope Francis, how he emphasizes on loving the poor, loving the one who doesn't understand and doesn't know Jesus. So as Christians, we need desperately to share about the gospel, the good news of Jesus.
Amal Marogy is founder and executive director of Aradin Charitable Trust. This organization is working to help to preserve the cultural heritage of Christian communities and other minorities in the Middle East. Amal grew up in Iraq in an Aramaic Christian family. After moving to England for studies and work at Cambridge University, she realized that the Aramaic language and the cultural heritage of Iraq is under threat due to the difficult social and economic situation caused by conflicts.
And then I realized that actually our old churches and manuscripts and artifacts are not looked after very well. They are not archived, they are not recorded, there are no studies of them. And I decided that we have to do something about it. And that's why I started with Aradin Charitable Trust to preserve cultural heritage, but also to train people, because I think that education is the best way of preserving cultural heritage. It's not just going there and make studies about something, but it is helping local communities to preserve their cultural heritage and training them. When I started going around, especially in the villages, I realized that through looking after their culture, I'm looking after them as well.
We see ourselves as servants of unity in a non-theological way. We like to promote friendship building amongst the body of Christ. There are great leaders with stories to tell about how they're building up the body in their part of the world, how they foster unity, how they foster mutual respect.
Just a couple of witnesses among the many people Springtime of Faith brings together every year.